Hey guys, how's it going? It's on 4 here. Welcome back to another Battlefiled video. Today we're going to be doing another Battlefiled subscriber loadout. The loadout we're going to be doing today, guys, was suggested by Luke Wilson, and it's named the Royal Marine Commando. An L85A2 with a prism scope. And for the secondary, we're going to have a G18 set to single fire mode. For our grenade, we're going to have a hand flare. For our first gadget, we're going to have the defibrillator. And for the second one, we're going to have the medic bag. And he also wants me to run the combat medic field upgrade. So guys, the L85 is one of my favorite weapons in Battlefield 4. It's actually the weapon that I have the most kills in the entire game. I think I have like 1,000 and something kills with it. I just really like the feel of the weapon. It's really nice. The weapon is very stable. It has some great accuracy. When it comes to rate of fire, it's kind of like in the middle of the pack of the assault rifles, firing at 750 rounds per minute. The range is okay. It's nothing spectacular. It's just pretty much average. So the attachments I equipped in this weapon, first of all, the optic was the suggested prism scope, which I gotta say, the prism scope is actually my favorite or my go-to scope whenever I'm gonna put a mid-range scope on an assault rifle. I feel that it's very easy to aim with it, and it's very easy to stay on target with it as well. The optic was the only thing he really suggested that had to be necessary with this loadout, so I added on the other stuff. For my accessory, I added a green laser sight to improve my hipfire spread, and just because it's a green laser sight, you always need more green laser sights. For the barrel on this weapon, I pretty much just alternated between two of them, the suppressor and the compensator. The suppressor, I used it a bit more in team deathmatch when I wanted to stay off the radar, and I knew that in TDM most of my gunfights were going to be in close range, so I didn't mind reducing my bullet velocity, increasing my bullet drop, because I wasn't going to shoot someone that was really far away. When it came to the compensator, I used it mostly in rush, where they already know where we're coming from, so it doesn't really matter if I have a suppressor or not, only if I want to kind of flank behind them. But I wasn't trying to do that with this weapon. I was just trying to shoot people from longer ranges, and the compensator used to improve the stability on my weapon, which was pretty nice, especially when I was trying to fire at someone that was really far away. For my underbarrel, I went with the angle grip, just to improve my stability even more. So overall, the L85 with the prism scope was pretty effective, even though I don't really use mid to long range scopes on assault rifles that much, but it only took me a game or two to get used to it, and then I really took advantage of the prism scope. So the sidearm, the G18 set to single fire mode. I actually like the G18 better like this. It doesn't have the just outrageous amount of recoil the G18 has, and I could actually get most of my bullets on target instead of missing half of my mag. Actually, I have used the G18 like this before on a previous loadout, if you guys remember. Someone actually suggested the G18 in single fire, and I really liked it, and it hasn't changed. I still really prefer the G18 in single fire mode than to the full auto mode that it's usually on. So yeah, the G18 in single fire mode may not have the highest damage, but you'll make up for it by actually hitting most of your shots, because you could still fire pretty quickly, just that you have a bit more control. The attachments I was wearing on the G18 were iron sights. I just think the iron sights is good enough. For my accessory, I was wearing a laser sight, used to kind of tighten my hipfire spread for when you need to hit fire with your pistol at close range. And for my barrel, I was wearing a suppressor to kind of keep me off the radar. I mostly use the G18 just to kind of finish guys off. As I said, it doesn't have the highest damage, so when my L85 ran out of ammo, the G18 was a quick and effective way of killing things. The two gadgets we had on this loadout were pretty standard. Use the medic bag, just kind of heals you and your teammates, and the defibrillator, which allows you to revive falling teammates, which is a pretty big part of you being the medic on the team. So our grenade, guys, the hand flare, I pretty much just threw them anywhere, just to kind of mess with the enemy, mess with their sights, especially in dark rooms. They're really annoying. And if you're playing the graveyard ship map, then it could be actually quite useful, you know, helping you see, and also screwing over all the guys with infrared and thermal DMRs. So guys, this loadout was a load of fun to use, and it was actually pretty effective. It's actually pretty good. If you guys use this loadout, you'll probably do good. Maybe you wanna change the hand flares if you're not all about just blinding the enemy with a bright red light. Maybe blind the enemy if it's dark. If you throw it out in the open, then it's not gonna really do anything besides be there, and it makes a little hole in the ground, I guess. But anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, comment below if you have a loadout you would like me to try, and I'll see you guys in the next one.